Hello, my fellow Africans. In recent days, we've had a statement by Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, referring to Africa as a shithole. I personally disagree with that statement, and I've listened to views from different people and discussed the issue with other people as well. And I've also seen clips from other brothers who have circulated around the internet who are agreeing with Donald Trump's statement. Their reason is that they believe that it's our government's fault why Africa is called a shithole. I'll beg to differ a little bit on that, simply because before we look at what's happening to Africa right now as a whole, we need to revisit history and see why has Africa turned into a shithole that it is today. Who has made us the way we are today? What has okayed? Because we know that history tells us that Africa had a status in the world, had a powerful status in the world. Who crippled that status? Who made it what it is today? When we look at these colonial powers dictating to us XYZ and giving us government, they actually choose governments who rule us, and they turn around and tell those governments what to do. We are like a charity basket, but we are turned into a charity basket by those who once colonized us. Not only did they take our lands, not only did they take away our rightful inheritance, they also colonized our minds, the way we think, and the way we approach what they say to us. And even when powerful leaders come up out of Africa, trying to save or resonate Africa as a whole, they are referred to as dictators. We have classic examples of Umar Gaddafi, and we have Paris Lubimba. From one was from Libya and one was from Cameroon. These were powerful men who were trying to unify Africa as a whole and find that dignity, that structure that was once there for Africa and for Africans. If we continue to look at these foreign imperials that are our superpowers, who are actually our robbers, who are daylight robbing Africa as a continent and making Africa be subjected into poverty and a shame of the whole world. We cannot continue to agree that Africa is a shithole. Africa is not a shithole. African leaders are corrupt, but they are made to be that corrupt because of the structure that they believe in or the powers that puts them in that place. We need to wake up as Africans. We need to be empowered for the journey that is ahead of us. We need to find people that don't think based on the opinions of superpowers, but we need people that think and have minds, and their blood will boil when they think of Africa as whole. I'm not talking about African countries. I'm talking about Africans rising as Africans. We need people who have that spirit of the Pan-African inside of them. People who will say, arise Africa. People who understand that if one African country is not stable, all of Africa still suffers. Thank you so much for listening.